Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to my reaction and discussion for episode 3 of Delicious in Dungeon. In the last episode, the party ventures further into the dungeon, and it was a really funny and fun episode. The first episode was good, but you do have to kind of establish the baseline characters, the story, the world building, and kind of like what their goal is. With this one, they could play around with the characters more, and you get to see their personality as how they bounce off of each other. It was really fun. Marcille continues to be my baby girl, my favorite character. Like, she is my favorite, and I think a lot of people agree she is amazing. She is, I saw a comment where she is like if you took a D&D character and you dumped all the stats into intelligence but not wisdom, epitomized by her attempt to use a bat to try and like pull a mandrake out of the I think that's what it was, and then it just went very poorly. And also showing her vulnerability about how she doesn't want to be a burden to the group. It seems like she is she doubts her abilities a lot, and she's kind of like, she seems very confident, but I don't know if it's like a fake confidence to cover up her insecurities about her abilities. But yeah, I really like her. I think she's already shaping out to be quite a complex character. And we actually got to see Chilchuck do stuff in the last episode as he showed off his rogue skills, and Senshi just screwing things up. But the two of them came together and they agreed to teach each other their skills, and it was just a really sweet episode. And then Leos also had some great moments as well. He's great. They're all great. Anyway, so with that, we're going to move on to the next episode now, episode 3. See which monsters are they going to eat this time and what are they going to encounter. Without further ado, let's go ahead and watch the episode, and I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. Already starting with Marcille immediately complaining about being tired. She continues to be my spirit animal. I just love the faces on the characters. They're so, I don't know, animated, cartoonish. I like it. I wonder if it's something that's like really special to him. Maybe his sister gave it to him. Though he doesn't see, I can't tell. Oh, his face, I don't know. He seems like he's kind of indifferent about it, but oh, his sister's so cute. I think he's just kind of putting it off like, oh, it's not that important to me, but it really is. They're gonna come alive and just cut them all down, right? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Jeez. Wow. See, the thing is, this show is so cartoonish looking, and then it just hits you with some really violent stuff sometimes. Oh, is that the thing that came from the sword? It looks like that's the... Oh, shit. So he took... Okay, okay. But yeah, the decoration looks like it came from that sword of that guy. Of the soldier knight thingy. So there we go. That was like the moment where he's like, I truly became, you know, a hero. Oh, oh shit. But she knows how to do like healing magic, right? She's gonna heal him up. Is he just going to wait? It was my first death. I think they mentioned it before about characters like dying and coming back, right? I love how in this death is just a annoyance, if anything. I wonder what they taste like. Oh my goodness, this guy. This guy will eat anything. He's like the opposite of Marcel. I love how disappointed he is by it. Okay, so there they are again. I wonder if they're... Are they going to eat these guys? Are they actually? So it's only one this time. The other one, it was like all of them came to life. This one looks quite clumsy, though. Okay, there they go. I was like, why do they think it was only going to be one that was going to come alive? That could just be me. I thought he said, like, which one, not which ones. He's totally going to want to eat this thing, isn't he? He's going to be like, what is actually under there? What controls them? So yeah, he's looking at that one in particular. He's like, that one moved kind of strangely. He's like, hmm. Maybe somebody came by already? Another party came by? I don't know. They only attack anyone who gets close to them. So they actually had like a... They were employing tactics here. This kind of reminded me of Frieren. I know, I feel like I can't go one episode without saying that, but like at the end in the dungeon where there was someone controlling all of the mimics or the clones. That's the thing, I said that Chilchuck. I was like, yeah, he doesn't, at first, he doesn't really give much of an impression, but that's kind of the point of him, is he's meant to kind of go unnoticed. But he looked at him, right? He was just, That's his whole thing, is like not just knowing about like what do the monsters taste like, but he wants to learn more about the monsters and how they work. I just love the way he moves. Now that's a final boss, if I've ever seen one. Would you be able to take that armor for yourself? It looks pretty badass. At least that's, you know, if anything, the shield looks really cool too. I mean, what's D&D without like, let's go ahead and get some updated armor. Oh shit. Well, he's gonna have to take that sword from him, hopefully. Why did I guard its shield? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Looks like a cocoon or something. What is that? An egg case, okay. So that's the thing that's controlling it? Is it like a parasite or something? I don't know. Which means they can be eaten, right? I like this. I like that Leos is having his moment where his all of his knowledge and he picks up on things very quickly. They're edible. I called it. I called it. He's that's all he cares about. Um, but yeah, like he's using his perception and his skills, knowledge about monsters. Oh, you know, usually you get kind of some upskirt shots of the girls, not the guys. But anyway, I love her so much. But yeah, the last episode seemed like it was focused on Marcel and Chilchuk, and this it's Leos about using his skills here. Laos. So you have to kill the egg case, right? That'll probably shut them down. Oh, it's like a. Okay, I was gonna say, is it a slime? Okay, he's going through all of his knowledge of the monsters. Look at this. Gotta outsmart them, right? I can't eat this. Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh, what is that? A mollusk. You can definitely eat a mollusk, right? Like mollusks are like clams, right? I love how he's just so into his, like, okay, let's analyze this. He's like, oh shit, right, they're in danger, aren't they? They're like, we would if we could. It's almost like it's like a queen bee or something. All of them, it's like when they see it there, they're like, okay, we have to go over where that is. Oh god, there's his creepy face again. I mean, it's a big discovery, right? If nobody knew that. Yeah, I love his enthusiasm. Yeah, there we go. And she's like, oh, you're right. Yeah, he is weird. It's actually pretty late in the episode. Usually they do the cooking pretty quickly in. Right? A scallop, a mollusk, right? So it's basically gonna be a seafood bake, essentially. I like that it shows kind of like, since it's their first time doing it, then he has to do different, he's got like work things through, like trial and error, what will work, what won't work. Okay, so it's gonna be maybe more of a, like a chowder, clam chowder, mollusk chowder, what have you. Or steamed mollusks. Okay. Not a big seafood person, so this will not appeal to me like the last episode with like all the, like the chicken and the meat and stuff. Like that was like, yes. Grilled living armor, steam baked living armor. She is also like me, like, am I gonna get food poisoning from this? Oh yeah, that's right, Senshi, because I guess he's a dwarf, like he can just handle things hot, no problem. They're all judging him. Even Senshi is, even Senshi is judging him a little bit. She's every time she's like, I hate to admit it, but yes, it's pretty good. Yuck, mushrooms, no thank you. Pass. That'd be an automatic no for me. Mushrooms are like my least favorite food. And then he's just, the rest of the episode, he's just gonna get horribly ill. Oh yeah, he's gotta get a new sword too, right? He is just, look at him. Leos is so happy. Oh no. He's like, I cut them down. I ruined a beautiful thing. That's a cool looking sword. If you could take that armor, like lion armor, it's pretty cool. Oh. Is that sword gonna become basically a new member of the party? Just be like, oh, is that gonna cause problems down the line? The other three had no way of knowing. They had a new companion! Oh my gosh, there is a new companion. Okay. Alright, that's it. Alright, well, that was another good episode. Definitely more focused on Leos a little bit and his obsession with monsters. We knew that already, but every time it happens, I'm like, to the degree that he is, it surprises me a little bit. But it's nice to see that he kind of had his moment. He, like, every episode, he has his moments where he kind of lets you know his knowledge of the monsters, and it does help in some way. But that one, it really felt like it was. And then the what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, in his past, learning about where he got the sword from, and with his sister, and all that stuff. Very cute. But yeah, definitely more like action oriented this episode with the well, actually, the last episode, I feel like with the bat and everything, it was pretty, and the Balisk. Oh my gosh, what's it called? What is that monster called? The last episode, it was like the snake and the chicken. But this one, I like that they had to, all the episodes, you have to figure it out. It's like, so here's the monster. How do we kill it? You have to kind of problem solve on the fly, and he's really good at that. And it's just really cute episode overall, and no complaints about that. And a new companion as well, this weird mollusk creature. I wonder how many companions they're going to end up with by the end. So that thing is going to be causing problems, I assume, and Laos is going to try and keep it hidden as much as possible, I assume. Maybe he's afraid that's like Marcel will be like, you need to get rid of that thing, and he's like, no, it's for research purposes. I want to see what this thing is going to do. But yeah, in terms of the food, I was like, seafood not my favorite. I definitely preferred the food, I think, from the previous episode the best. And the first episode had pretty good looking food as well. But this one, it definitely, like, the food came right at the end. It didn't feel like it was as focused on the food as it was on the action, which I'm all for as well. But like, I think this episode overall, like, it delved more into Laos's character, of how he uses his previous knowledge of monsters, but also like he's able to on the fly like come up with ideas. And so it's like, I don't want to say he's dumb. He's not at all. He's actually very intelligent. But when you look at him, he kind of has like that big burly, maybe unserious aura about him. But like, once he's in his element, I feel like he's really able to lock in and just be really effective. Like, he's a good fighter, he's intelligent, he's knowledgeable about monsters, resourceful. I can see why he's kind of the leader of the group, but it's also funny just to see like the other characters. They definitely just I wouldn't say they just put up with him. Like, they do seem to like him. They all seem to like each other, and they get along well and they work well together, but they just definitely see him as like this whole thing as a quirk, and they just kind of put up with it, and they're like, oh, it's just Leos being Leos, I guess. But yeah, you can see why he is, other than the fact that he's like the biggest guy and he's the best fighter, you can see why he's the leader. I feel like he's kind of the most well-rounded character. But yes, I just love his just obsession. And I love I called it too, like, one of the first things he thought about when he's like, it's a living creature, which means you can eat it. And yeah, so interesting episode, interesting character. I really like him. He's coming up. I think he's probably my second favorite character. Marcel, I think, is going to be my favorite, unless we get a new character that's just going to just sweep me off my feet. Maybe the mollusk sword will become it's like, that's my new character. But I feel like whenever they have these, you gotta have like your cute little companion character. Not always. Free Run didn't really have that. Like your little animal character. Maybe the mollusk sword will be the closest thing that we've got to that. But I'm looking forward to seeing what's issues or what problems that this sword is going to cause down the line. I'm sure in the next episode it's going to be discovered, and like what's going to happen with that. So that's going to do it for me, guys. Another great episode of Delicious in Dungeon. Hasn't missed yet. Only 3 episodes in, but it's just like, I just love how light and just easily watchable it is. It's pretty easy to follow. I felt like with Free Run, it was pretty easy to watch, but there's so much backstory, there's so much lore, that sometimes it was kind of hard to keep up with. This is just like, it's just a simple, cute little dungeon exploration D&D inspired thing. So it's just really easy, and I'm sure as we get in more into the story, not to say that it's super simplistic, I'm sure we're going to get more into like the world itself, and it's maybe going to get a little bit more complex. But right now it's just a nice easy watch. Just can kind of lose myself in it and be like, what are they going to make next? What monster are they going to encounter? How are they going to deal with it? I just really like the world building. It's simplistic in a way, but it's effective. And I do like to see each of these monsters and like, okay, what are their weaknesses? What are they? And all that stuff. I don't know, maybe because I played a lot of RPGs, I just love, maybe I'm like Leos in a way. It's like, I love seeing the monsters themselves and be like, okay, so what are these things all about? How do you deal with them? I really like that aspect to it as well. So yeah, that'll do it for episode 3. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to it, and stay tuned next week for episode 4. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Lynn's VA, Kenju Storm, iCognito, Sean, and Waz RD1.